Hey guys, Panzer Dragon here, aka Luigi Dragon, and today I want to be going over how to play proper team compositions, as there are people who kind of play the team composition wrong and kind of do the wrong thing, and today I want to be going over how to play each composition correctly. So I feel there's only 3 team compositions played in solo queue, which would be pick, poke, and team fight / diving. So some indications of a poke comp would be someone like Nidalee in your team. A poke composition is really good at sieging and zoning the enemy from certain areas, and most of the time they do have pretty good disengage, and they're pretty good at kiting. And one flaw with poke comps is that they're kind of bad at team fighting, and so if a fight does break out early before any poke has landed onto the enemy, you're probably gonna lose it. Unless you can keep kiting and no one gets picked off, and just keep disengaging while poking them. So in this example, I will be showing you how to team fight with a poke composition. So as you can see, I'm Kha'Zix, a pretty good diver who's pretty good at causing chaos in the back line. But since I have no one to dive in with and my team doesn't have a front line, I have to peel on whoever my team is focusing and whoever is targeting my carries. So I'm just going to tank for my team and, just stay with my carries and attack whoever's on them. I'm not diving in the back line, I'm just keeping with my carries, and as you can see, our team is trying to disengage / kite the enemy, so we're just shooting stuff at them while running back and just kiting their engage. So yeah, even with Kha'Zix, a pretty good diver, I actually cannot dive with this team comp because we're so backline heavy. And remember, the strategy with poke comps is sieging turrets. Alright, so next up is a pick composition. An example of a pick composition champion is someone like LeBron. It's basically someone who has really high burst, so they can take down targets really swiftly, and an enemy team cannot react fast enough. They also have really high mobility, so they can get into situations faster, and most of the time can get into fights faster than most other champions. So a bad thing about pick composition is that their teamfight is a bit lackluster. Someone like LeBron who can't find a pick in a 5v5, just like on the NBA courts, it's hard for her to find her target and to focus down, as she can be easily focused if she does go in, and one mistake can catch her out. You see where I'm getting at. But obviously, a 5v5 against a teamfight comp who's meant on teamfighting, you'll probably lose the teamfight. So the basic strategy of a pick comp is find picks, obviously, which means you want to find stray stranded targets who are alone and overextending. And as you can see with our team comp, we have 2 globals, a Lee Sin with teleport, Caitlyn ultimate, and it has really high emphasis on picking someone off. And our team knows that we cannot win a straight up 5v5. And if we look at our late game, we have Caitlyn, Gerald Butler, and Bruce Lee versus Donkey Kong, Kale, and Morpheus. So our objective is to find someone who's alone, keep pressure on all the lanes, and again, just find picks. And try to avoid 5v5s. Although I want to expand on this, some people are good at 5v5ing and picking people off. Twisted Fate and Fishy are really good late game. So not everyone's bad at team fighting, it's just LeBron. Alright, so for the last composition is team fighting. It's sort of a generalization, every kind of comp can team fight. I feel there's 2 types of team fighting comps. The first one is just like dive, and the second one is kind of like wombo combo. So first off, I wanted to go over combo. So team fighting champs is someone like Wukong and Orianna or Pantheon. They have to have some kind of initiation or big game changing ultimates, and I guess you can say if they have a good initiation, they can win a team fight. And so teamfight compositions obviously win team fights. They're sort of like a pick comp, but they obviously have the potential to team fight too. The only flaw is that if their initiation fails and they don't get anyone for it, they will lack engage, and say if the enemy is a poke composition, they really don't have anything to fear. They can just keep poking you down and sieging you, and you can't really do anything about it except try and wave clear or stall until your next initiation's up. So the strategy with teamfighting comps is, well, the team fight. You basically want to look for good initiations and just try and blow up whoever got initiated on. So that's the basic strategy to that. And it's your most straightforward composition. This is generally how everyone already plays, and of course if they see something big happen, your team will just charge in and follow up. So I feel like you already know what a teamfight composition is, but let's talk about dive comps. So dive comps, their goal is to take out squishy targets in the back and just cause chaos in the back line. Most of the time they don't really peel for their allies, they just try and dive onto the enemy back line and kill them. So an example of an initiating diver is Pantheon. He can easily get on the back line and just focus somebody with his stun. And someone like Akali or Jax is a follow-up diver, where the enemy team has to peel off Akali and Pantheon off or the carries do die. The difference between a dive composition and the combo teamfight composition is that dive compositions usually go for the back line, while teamfight combo usually blows up the front line and eventually gets to the back line. Alright, so this might come up, but what about split pushers? I wouldn't say that's really a composition, I'd say it's just sending someone to 1v1 anyone on an enemy team. So what you do is send him to a lane and make him be by himself, while the rest of you 4 group up and do the same thing as one of the 3 compositions I listed. making it basically a 4v4, with pressure on one lane since that ally is causing a lot of pressure on that lane. I'm probably going to make another video on how to split push and elaborate on certain topics of it, but this video is how to play some compositions and not about split pushing. Hey, thank you for watching. I am Panzer Dragon, aka Luigi Dragon. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out my tier lists that I've made, and I'll see you guys next time.